Outer Orange.
All right. Hi. Welcome to Wednesday. It is a Wednesday evening, Wednesday night. But anyway, so as you guys know, there's this thing that's been going around, and a couple days ago, I was like, yo guys, I'll do it. If we hit 50, I'll make a whole video on it. So we'll be answering these questions today. So yeah, so this is the Vanguard questionnaire. I broke it down into a PowerPoint, but it's not PowerPoint. Actually, what I'm using is like, subscribe and ring the bell, guys. Go. So I'm using this. I don't have like a Microsoft Word and all that stuff on this computer. So I had to use this thing called Library Office or some bananas like that. I could have probably used Google Slides. That's actually a really good idea. I didn't think about that, but that actually would have been really smart. So here we are. This is the Vanguard questionnaire, guys. It has all 20 questions on here. We're gonna be going through them. So this is what it looks like. As I mentioned earlier, you guys are gonna see it again. So here it is again in all its glory. We got a bunch of questions. I'm not gonna name all of them because we're gonna just go through them anyway. Number 1, my age. So a lot of people don't know how old I actually am and are usually surprised to find out my age. Funnily enough, like someone recently was like, "Oh, you're that old?" They thought I was like 20. So let me tell you, I'm not 20. Spec is thinking I'm 32. 30, 21. Okay. We got some numbers here. It's not 82, then it's 83. 26. Welcome in, Royal Mech. Well, thank you for joining the Peels crew. Well, here's the reveal. Da-da-da! I am 27. So you guys weren't too far off. Aside from, Matt saying 69 at a joking, point. A lot of people think I'm between 20 and 24-ish. How and when did I find out about Vanguard? That's a really beautiful face, by the way, but props to me making the best picture out there. A lot of you guys know kind of the story. I'm not going to go super deep into it this time. So yeah, so I discovered Vanguard through college, through anime club, through a friend who introduced me to Grand Blue, which led me to go to regionals 3 months later, which I almost went undefeated in, but then I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I faced Narukami and they pooped on me and I lost, and then I lost again against Hyuga, against someone that goes to my locals, by the way, and that's pretty much like the gist of the story. That's how I found out about Vanguard. My first Vanguard clan is 100% without a doubt Mega Colony. I love Mega Colony. Best clan ever. Gosh, it's not like I didn't just answer this question, but gosh, Mega Colony is just the best. No, I'm just kidding. It's definitely Grand Blue. Grand Blue 100% all the way. Grand Blue was my first clan. Grand Blue is like my continuing clan. I still love Grand Blue. I test Grand Blue every freaking day of my life. Hell, sometimes like I'm like chilling and doing nothing at like night watching like Lucifer, and I'm just literally play testing Grand Blue. Grand Blue is just too good. Best Vanguard boy. This boy right here. Look at that smile. Look at that smile. Now that's I don't even, what is this, Murakami? Is this Murakami? I think it's Murakami. I don't follow the names very well, but yeah, it's actually this guy. I really like Chrono. Out of all the protagonists that I've seen in this game, in this game, yeah. This one's one of my favorite protagonists, especially in the later OG series. So I thought this guy's pretty cool. Actually, whenever I watch card game anything, I kind of watch it and I'm like, I guess you're a cool protagonist, but this guy's like legitimately cool. Like actually the whole trio is pretty cool. So this is kind of up there. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the little swirly thing on his head. Like, I don't know who thought that was a good idea. I get it, Yukio was around, but gosh darn it. Why do they have to do him like that? Like, it's just, especially like baby him. Have you seen baby him? He looks weird. It's like a little baby version of Chrono. He's got a little swirly on his head. That's not normal. Best Vanguard girl. I actually don't remember what I said for this. I'm gonna be real. We're just gonna roll with it. Oh, okay. I don't know why I was expecting anything else. I put Megami. I think I don't know what to answer for this one because personally, I haven't watched all the anime, so I haven't seen all the anime. Like, I kind of like Misaki. I kind of like the Pale Moon chick, but I haven't seen the OG stuff. So I only seen the reboot. And I don't think in the reboot all the characters are very good, so I don't want to count the reboot. You know what I mean? There's also Eska. Eska's pretty cool, but that's my answer. Favorite clan and why? Like, guys, I feel like you guys should know, but it's obviously Bang Dream. I love Bang Dream. Best clan alert. This is the best clan that's out there. Come on, look at these waifus. Look at Happy World. The answer is kind of obvious. It's obviously Grand Blue. I don't know what else you expect from me. Do you expect me to answer a different? All these answers are just Grand Blue. Like, do you expect to see anything else here? It's just this is the icon you're gonna see like 100 times over. Oh, what's your favorite waifu? Grand Blue. What's your favorite husband do? Grand Blue. Least favorite clan and why? I think Murakumo is probably my least favorite clan. Nothing against Murakumo. It's nothing against the playstyle of Murakumo, nor is it against the people that play Murakumo. It's literally the fact that anytime I've had like any competitive thing happen, Murakumo always is the thing that like shuts me down. It's either Murakumo or Aqua Force. Hyuga PTSDs. I'm just like, screw Hyuga. And Hyuga is sadly in Murakumo. You know, maybe if Hyuga didn't exist, I probably wouldn't care about Murakumo that much. But Shiryuki and Hyuga just... retro as in Legion before G. So retro meaning like the old stuff, and then there's G, which is G era, and then P or standard. I started with V Premium. I don't know what happened in Retroville aside from Zero, and standard is definitely not my favorite right now, and premium is pretty fun. So probably between V Premium and Premium right now. Though I love the aesthetic of the cards and Overdress. In terms of gameplay and stuff like that, I definitely enjoy V and P, and I know the most... Actually, I don't know the most about P, but I've interacted the most with probably V and P right now. Like, that's currently where I'm at. So I'm gonna say V Premium just because I'm way more familiar with it, and it's just kind of what I started with. But Premium is starting to get up there. Overdress isn't too far behind, and I don't know anything from the retro stuff. I like right now I'm trying out Legion. Your Vanguard ship. Your Vanguard ship. All right, guys. There's only one way to answer the question of what ship I want in Vanguard. There's only one logical way to approach this question. There's a lot of ships, okay? There's a lot of ships. We got Galleon, we got Bad Bounty, we got Stormride Ghost Ship, we got Forbade Ghost Ship, whatever that card's name, it's a common. We got four beautiful ships. Not just regular ships. Beautiful ships. So I made some charts for you guys. This is the ship chart. This is how many times I've played with these ships. I obviously did a really rough estimate because I know how much I've used these cards. It's just a rough estimate. We're just varying in how much I touch my ships. Sounds so wrong. So obviously Stormride I've played the most because it's in V Premium. The card came out during Cocytus era. I obviously played the crap out of it. So Stormride is the number one. After that we have what do we have? We have Bad Bounty in pink. Because Bad Bounty I've strode quite a few times. So Bad Bounty is in pink. That's our stride boy. And then we have Unfading after that. Now Unfading is a really rare GBA card. So I barely touched this card. Like I've kind of touched it here and there as a vanilla stride back in the day. But now we had other vanilla strides like Cyclones. I just barely touched it. And then for Bode, I've looked at the card. I just looked at the card. It gets a 1 because I've looked at it. I haven't really cared about it, but at least I looked at it, you know? Like, I don't think the card's great, but I stared at it. It looks pretty, so it gets 1 point on the graph. But in actuality, it's like a 0. But there's more than just the ship chart. There's also the ship chart sexiness. Now, this is out of 100% here. So clearly, we have a very obvious overflowing love, and it's Bad Bounty. Bad Bounty takes a nice solid 55 at 100%. Next, we have Fading Galleon, which is at a 20%. And then I think the Forbade one is actually kind of cute, so it gets a 15%. And I'm not gonna lie, Stormride is probably my least favorite one, so he gets like a 10% out of 100. Yeah, Bad Bounty is definitely the sexiest ship here. So what is my Vanguard ship, guys? That is the real answer here. It's Bad Bounty because Bad Bounty is the sexiest ship out of all these ships, in my opinion. He by far is the best ship, and he has done so much for me. Stormride is a close second, but if I had to pick a ship, it's definitely Bad Bounty. This ship is just amazing. If I need to go into a whole premium talk about this ship, I can. There was one game where I had to literally stride this thing on my first stride, and I won the game off of it. It was a mirror match. I literally knew I was dying next turn, so I said, move aside, bad Obadiah, whatever. Move aside, Night Rose. Move aside everything. Let me get in on that Bad Bounty. And he literally won me the game. So Bad Bounty's good. My favorite opponent, I have to answer one person just because they answered me, and that is Gurgitsan. So if you guys don't know the story of Gurgitsan, me and Gurgitsan met in a very funny way. But Gurgitsan, who was like, you know, on the other side of the country, somewhere in Europe. I never met this person in my life until Different Fights Remote Fight thing. And literally, like, I come in here with my Night Rose, you know, Grand Blue, round 1, by the way, round 1. And my opponent is this Kyrgyzstan guy. He's like, must be like a big shrimp, right? Must be a big Ezel fan. His name is literally Kyrgyzstan. And then I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. I'll take on this Ezel deck. This man OTKs me, man. Like, all the way to the floor. Like, I just got destroyed. I got destroyed by him. It was so bad. I was like, okay, whatever. I lost my first game. Every game after that, I won. And I think I won. I can't remember exactly I won every single game, but long story short, I was in top 8. So I was like, oh my god, I'm in top 8. This is so exciting. And guess who my round 1 of top 8 is, guys? It's Kyrgyzstan again. And I'm over here, like, I'm literally upstairs, and I'm pacing, and I'm pacing, and I'm pacing, and I'm like, how do I defeat this guy? How do I take these 17 attacks to the face and not die? How do I not ride Skull Dragon? How do I just win this match? And it was best of 3, and he just he 2-0'd me. I couldn't do anything. Like, I just couldn't do anything. My deck wasn't fast enough to deal with what he had. But anyway, so Kyrgyzstan and I are enemies, even though we're actually frenemies, but we're enemies through the power of remote fights. We are enemies. But yeah, he's my villain. Well, in actuality, it's actually Yellow. Yellow and I have been playtesting for, how long has it been now? 2 years? Has it been longer now? Because I started Vanguard. No, it hasn't been 2 years. It's been like a year and a half that I've been playtesting with Yellow. He's someone I actually know, and he plays Angel Feather, and I'm actually the person that got him into the game. So with that being said, him and I have been playtesting for literally forever. Pretty much since I started the game, I've been playing. Yeah, it's been a second. And if I ever need someone, or if I ever create a deck, and I'm like, oh my god, I have this like cool idea, I want to try it out. Yellow's always like, all right, let's go try it out, all this stuff. So with that being said, out of everybody, I probably spent the most time with Yellow playtesting. So obviously, this is like my true answer. Kyrgyzstan's my villain answer. But yeah, Yellow's really awesome, very supportive, loves playing the game. He's really into premium, and he's actually the person that I playtested with for premium the most for BCFO. So there's props to him for making all the proxies. Every proxy I have is from him. So like, really awesome dude. Give the man some love. Going on in, favorite Vanguard YouTubers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say large balls, obviously, or however, large balls as he calls it. But the real answer, actually, there's quite a few. Off the top of my head, like obviously I really like Soul Vanguard. I mean, Soul Vanguard is one of the reasons that got me into the thing of going more competitive, because he has really good competitive content, especially back in the day, like 2 years back, when he was kind of more like, when he was creating videos a little bit more regularly. There was like regionals was happening, you know, the Worlds just happened recently, so a lot of his content was like really cool to watch. His content is still cool to watch. I think he's just kind of been like, with the collab season, I think he's just kind of been chiller. He was like the first person that I really clicked with, like in terms of content. And then after that, it was like Different Fight and Vanguard Insider. They kind of start coming in like for of my personal interest. So when I started looking into other decks, other options, other content creators, all this stuff. And then after that, it was G Station. Is amazing. I think he has a lot of creativity. I don't know. I really like. I get it. Like, I know he has a lot of stuff going on, but I'm really sad he's not creating content. I think I brought him up before, but I really, G Station's like my role model. I think that where he was going with content was really creative, really awesome, very informative, super competitive, but also casual. Like, he had something for everybody. Oh, you want to learn how to mulligan? He's got it for you. Oh, you want to fight? He's got it for you. Oh, you want to just talk about mats, like literal just Vanguard mats? He's got you. Oh, mentality? He's got you. Like, he just had such unique content. So definitely someone I really appreciate. Not that I'm saying any other people I mentioned are bad or anything like that, and by all means everyone is good. I just personally, like, my interests, like, I really enjoyed his content, so he's up there. And then just to mention the little guys too, or you know, people around my level as well. I really like Mellow and Matt. I watch his stuff because he's got like the lyrical stuff. And then there's also someone I've recently been watching. It's Prime Vanguard. They're kind of small, they're like baby, but I've been watching them. They're pretty new to the community, so I've been watching them. I watched a lot of Vanilla Circus for a hot minute because Pale Moon. As a Pale Moon player, and he was the only other person I saw that had like this really random Carol deck before Carol was a thing, like the Nightmare Doll Carol, and I was like, oh my god, someone else is running a similar build to me, all this stuff. So Vanilla was a person I was watching. And then there's also Crossbones VG. I didn't really know they were a thing until recently, when they randomly approached me to do like a talk with them on their channel. And then I do periodically watch their stuff. They have the how to deck stuff that they recently do that's actually pretty funny, so I highly recommend checking that out if you're into just random funny walls. You know what, there is actually there's one content I want to show you guys, but one second, I gotta find it. It's called Team Vanga Boys, and the video I watched from them was actually this one about NOK.
Premium commentary map?
So they pretty much do a lot of premium stuff, and I really like the way they set this up. But also they like explain the talking that they. I'm not gonna let them talk, but they also explain like what's going on every second of the way, and the voice is actually crisp. And at the end, what I really like that they do is they do this whole thing at the end where they, you know, have like a little montage as they're talking about their experiences with the fight that they just had and all this little stuff. They're pretty new, like they just recently started creating content, but I actually think these guys are pretty cool. Favorite Vanguard memory. My favorite Vanguard memory is when I say 2 to pass, like this. I go 2 to pass, and I do this to me, and I cry. This is my favorite Vanguard memory. What else do you play? Games. I don't really touch any card games at all, actually. I'm a big PlayStation nerd, like huge. There was a point where I didn't know what a computer was at all. I didn't own a computer. I didn't have a computer. I had a laptop, but I was mainly on anime forums on it. Like all I had was me and my consoles. Started with Rayman and Croc, Legends of the Gobos, and Tomb Raider. I didn't touch Crash, but I touched Crash later. And then there's Sly Cooper and, you know, Jack and Dexter and, you know, the Ty the Talisman Tiger. Gosh, I can go on and on. The Twisted Metal games. Like there's so much games. Ever called Final Turn? Oh, duh. No, I've never called Final Turn. I have never called Final Turn, and I probably never will. Which Vanguard unit would I want to be? I already am one. That's right. Look at that. Look at this Neo Nectar. I think it was a perfect guard, right? Perfect guard. Matt made me a unit, so I already am a unit. Look at that. Look at this is perfect. I will protect you and the orange slices. This is big protection right here. Which Vanguard unit would you like to hook up with? The answer is it's none of them. I just have my husband. It's Heyo Pineapple! It's probably Necromancer, obviously since we're married. You know, this is my husband. But Heyo Pineapple, you know, back in my older days, back when I didn't meet Necromancer, Heyo Pineapple is the beat. You can't get better than this. This is the true definition of just swag. All right, favorite Vanguard anime season. I mean, best anime, right? Best anime, right? Low-key, this anime sucks. I'm so sorry to the people that had to put effort behind this one. The aesthetic, like the way it looks, was cute. I hated this show. I haven't even finished it. It's so bad. Do I have a local card shop? I do have a local card shop. I actually have several local card shops, but the one I'm going to show is the one I mostly go to. It's this one right here. It's called Super Games. And yes, I have a little picture, and this picture's from the internet, so Google. But you're only seeing one corner right now, so you're only seeing like a little bit of it. There's more like this way. Like if you were to just take this picture and like extend it, you know, that way. There's more stuff over here. There's like table going on, like that kind of stuff. A lot of the Magic people are over here. And then the Vanguard people are actually usually back here. Sometimes we're all the way to back, like all the way over here. But I can just say I'm very blessed to have it because we actually run all 3 formats. And it's great, and the people are fun, and you know, just really great and very supportive, very fun group of people. I like it. What would you like from Vanguard in the future? So I didn't put any photos or anything for these last 2 questions. I actually swapped them because I think the next question is a little bit more like serious. Personally, I think Vanguard is starting to go in a semi-good direction. Like, there are some ups and downs, kind of like Overdress is kind of like this in a way, but like there's some good parts about Overdress, but there's also some bad parts about Overdress. I think V Premium and Premium is starting to go in the right direction. And a lot of the stuff that I kind of wanted them to do, they're starting to do, like being more communicative and, you know, like just in general, like Vanguard people, like Bushiroad Vanguard and, you know, Vanguard in general, I think it's slowly starting to go the direction it's supposed to go. It's taken a second, but we're kind of getting there. But in terms of Vanguard as the card game, I think we're slowly getting where I think is like a good happy spot. There's still some things that need to be fixed, like you know, if we're really getting meta specific, like, you know, the over triggers, like maybe some kind of notification on them and all that stuff. I think overall Vanguard is going in a good spot, and it would be amazing to see Vanguard hit like the top 3 in the future. Like that would be super cool. Like be part of the big 3, make it the big 4. You know, like, and the game has been around for a while now, so it'd be really cool to see it with Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering and Pokemon and all that stuff. It would just be cool to see like it up there, like people recognizing it as much as they recognize the other 3. And I think from that point of view, it would just be awesome for that to be a thing, as I think the art and the game itself is just really fun and really pretty, and it's just a good card game. It has it, like I said, it has its pauses, has its negatives, but overall, like, you know, I'm here for a reason. You guys are here for a reason. The whole community exists for a reason. We all love something about Vanguard. So what does Vanguard mean To me, Vanguard means a lot of things, honestly. When I first started this game, I didn't think I would be where I'm at with the game at all. Like, it wasn't one of those games where I thought I was going to get into for long. It wasn't one of those games I thought I was really going to try too hard in. And just something like really sucked me in. Like, it's either like, I mean, this was before I was a YouTuber, by the way. You know, at some point I wasn't doing all this. Actually, I was doing none of this. I was just a normal person that had cards in their room. You know, that was it. That's all I had. I had some cards. I went to regionals. I went to the locals. That's all I did with Vanguard for a little bit. And there was a point where I wasn't really playing too much. And then, I don't know, I started kind of like playing it more. The community started becoming a thing. I started a Twitter, you know, started my YouTube channel. I started seeing all these amazing people that also play this game that's called Cardfight Vanguard. And I don't know, just kind of got drawn into it. Like, I've only been with this game for 2 years. We're going on 3 next year. I couldn't say I can't regret my decision. Like, I put so much time into this game and I can't regret it. Like, I'm never gonna regret it. I'm always gonna love the time that I've put in to Cardfight Vanguard. I've made so many friends, like, just off of Vanguard. Like, just off of Vanguard, I've met so many cool people. Like, people that I hang out with, people I talk to, people I see, you know, people I taught the game to. Like, there's just so many things that I've just, like, been able to just do off of Cardfight Vanguard. Because it's not just about the game itself, it's about the people you make along the way, right? I'm really happy to be here with you guys, and just thank you so much for being here with me, making the experience even more fun, and just having a good time with me. So I really appreciate it. I wouldn't have done this questionnaire if I didn't love Vanguard. I wouldn't have done it if I didn't love you guys, you know, supporting me and all this stuff. So I really appreciate it. So thank you to you guys and Vanguard, and making everything just awesome. Just I don't want to get too emotional on stream. I'm trying not to get emotional on stream. That's the end of my presentation. And other than that, guys, thank you for all the support. Thank you for the love. Have a wonderful night. Stay awesome. Stay positive. Stay great. You're amazing. Thank you for being here. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye!